Welcome, and welcome back to those that watched my last video. I'm back again with some more Photogenic. I figured I could turn this box around and show you all the inserts that we can pull. But instead of doing that, I figured it'd be more fun to show you. As you can see, I've been a bit busy since I did the last video. And I pulled a bunch of pretty cool cards that I want to share with you real quick before we get into ripping that new box. So I'm going to start out with some inserts that you could pull. We'll start right here with Photo Finish. This is an insert set that primarily focuses on players taking a shot, and so it'll show most of them in their form as they're putting up a shot. Not my favorite of all the inserts you could hit, but they have some really good players on those. Progressions is a really cool set that shows players at different times in their career playing for different teams. Shaq doesn't look too much different. Clay, you can see some difference from young to old. These are a very cool set. Have a lot of great players on them. First night. These showcase players on their first night in the NBA, as the name kind of hints to. Not just rookies, but it's throwbacks of other star players. So these are some really cool ones to hit and some really nice parallels you could get out of there. Really like the design on those. To the rafters, these are Hall of Fame or retired jerseys actually that are being lifted into the rafters for the respective teams. Unfortunately, don't have any parallels of these. Would love to still be able to pull a Dwayne Wade parallel. Rookie Focus. This is a rookie exclusive set. That showcases rookies this year coming into the NBA. I just noticed both of these are first on print. Didn't realize that before. Anyways, this is an exclusive rookie set, and I really like the way the design on these look, better than the previous year. Rookies in Motion is also an exclusive rookie set. Not as big a fan of these as I am the Rookie Focus, just because of the way that the design looks, honestly. Still a pretty good card where you could get some good rookies though. With Authority is an insert set that I really like. It showcases players going into the basket to dunk the ball. There's some really cool images on these. You have Unforgettable. These are some big moments in different players' careers. Just kind of highlights those moments, and pretty cool cards. I like these as well. Really focuses on pictures. And a lot of these, the parallel will kind of block out the background. And these, they leave the background there so that they can really highlight the moment and not just the player. Then you have your scrapbook, which takes a bunch of different moments in the player's career and kind of puts them together. This is a really cool one. Here's a D Rose. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to pull a parallel of this, but I have pulled a duplicate. So this duplicate, I'm going to send out to Doc from High Society Trading. Highly suggest going and checking out his videos. He's an awesome collector. Puts out really good content. Very passionate. I'm going to put a link to the Discord in my information on this video, High Society Trading. If you're interested in any of the cards in this video that you see, that's probably the best place to reach me. I'm also on eBay and whatnot, but go join that Discord because it's a great community. A lot of action in there, a lot of people chatting, talking about cards, and a lot of different fun stuff you could do. I will also give a shout out to say that Doc is going to be doing a photogenic break, I think on Thursday. So hopefully this video goes out today on Tuesday. But he'll be doing a photogenic break on Thursday. So if you want to try to get in and get some of these cards yourself, that's something you could join on Whatnot as well. But yeah, check out that Discord. It's a really fun community with some great guys in there. Okay, so let's move on to the autos. So these are going to be your base autos. A lot of different vets you get in here, and you can see they have different parallels going down to 1 of 1 that you could pull. Just got the Thompson brothers there to show. This is going to be your variation auto, vet variation auto. And these are not numbered, but they are very hard to pull. They have more of a cubic design, as you can see. And these I've seen are pretty tough to pull, but have some great names on the checklist if you can pull them. Then you have your rookie autographs. And these have the same numbering scheme. I think these actually go all the way up to 149, so even more. These will all come in your horizontal design. And as you can see, you could get them down to 5 or 1 of 1 or similar numbers. So you want to see your good rookies on there. Unfortunately, you could pull a bunch of not great rookies on there. So I honestly like to see some more of the vet autos when I'm pulling, because you have a better chance of hitting some really good stars. These burst rates have a really good checklist, and the parallel, the design on them really pops. So I like these a lot as well. And then I think my favorite auto set that you could pull out of here are going to be the Picture Perfect, and they have some really iconic players that you get. I would love to get the Allen Iverson auto out of this set. It's a really cool one. But that is going to be about it for the inserts and autos. Let's talk about all the different parallels you can pull. So I'm going to adjust the camera real quick. And we'll pull this out. So I have a bunch of different parallels stored down here that we could take a look at. We'll start on the bottom left here, which will be our non-numbered parallels. And so these are a pretty short print. I don't know, obviously, what the print run is on them, but these have been pretty tough to pull. And this is called Lightspeed. And you could pull some pretty cool looking cards out of these, though. I really like the effect that parallel design has. And there you got a Rob Dillingham. So as I said, not numbered, but some really cool cards out of there. And then you have your highest numbered parallels, which is out of 99, considered silver. So we'll just run through a couple of those real quick. Really cool images. Sometimes the silver looks the best, honestly, because it's simple, and it really still focuses on the images in the card without being too busy. This is a really cool one with Jalen Suggs. After that, you have your diamond, and there's been some complaints this year because the diamond parallel is a bit smaller. The little chunks that make up the design. There's Halliburton, Holmgren, and then these court designs are pretty cool, where they're using the logo of the team zoomed out on some of the legend cards this year. That you can see it on a few of them. So these are really cool. I like those. I'll show a couple more here in a second. This is going to be Stardust, which is new to this year. This parallel looks really good, I think. The effect it has, and really focuses on the player and kind of puts everything else in a weird dust in the background. But a lot of these cards on the Stardust parallel look really, really cool. That Montes looks awesome. Then you have Wedges, which is comes back from previous years. And you just had that wedge design. Still a very cool parallel. Here's another one of those court photos where it uses the logo of the team. Really awesome one. All right. After that, you have what is called Groovy. And so these have these like circles and dots. Kind of an interesting design. Not the biggest fan of this one. This is new to this one this year as well. But these are going to be all numbered out of 35. Some great players there to show. And then you have your maze, which is also known as a mojo in some sets, but it's considered called maze here. I really like this design. It has a lot of effect in the lights. It's a really cool card. So these are all numbered out of 25. With the darker background, it's a little bit harder to see it in this light, but if you have it set up properly, you can see it. So that's numbered out of 25. Then you have your lava, which is out of 15. This is the only lava I was able to pull. These are really hard to get, but it has that like streaky lava design in the background that you can see there. So pretty cool cards to pull if you're lucky enough to get one. And then you have your gold, like in most sets, which are numbered to 10. And these have less of an effect, but the low numbering, of course, is highly desirable. And then one of my favorite parallels that you could pull out of here, not just because they're low numbered, but they look really good, are going to be your fireworks design, which has the fireworks going off in the background. Some of these pop a little bit more than others. We got a rookie there. And then they come in the parallels as well, of course. So that was a big hit for me. Stephen Castle out of 5. Really like this card. And you can see the design pretty good on this one. So that's a big card for me. And then finally, of course, what everybody is hoping to hit is your 1 of 1. And so you can hit these. I got lucky enough to hit on this Alexander Sarr with Authority. And so these are known as Platinum in here, Platinum 101. And so that's on the insert set. Pretty cool to get a 1 of 1 of a rookie. Was super happy about that pull. And then, of course, you could get them on the autos as well. So this is 1 of 1 on the Carmelo Anthony Picture Perfect auto. Like his auto, it's Stay Mellow. So this is one of my favorite pulls. Probably my favorite pull out of Photogenic this year. Really cool card. Really big hit for my PC. So those are going to be all the parallels you can pull. All the numbered parallels you can pull. The last thing to go over that we can touch on real quick are going to be your case hits. If you watched my last video, you've seen I was lucky enough to pull a Kevin Durant case hit out of the box that I opened, the single box that I opened. So that was really cool. I was happy with that. But that's not all I've pulled. As I said, I've been a little bit busy opening this stuff. So we'll take a look at some of the other case hits I was fortunate enough to get. I was able to pull Jokic. We got Bankero on the names of the games. And of course, Wemby. So I was really excited about getting those. I think all of those cards look pretty awesome. I also hit a Ja Morant of these, and it's lost in the mail somewhere, trying to figure out where the hell that went, and that's been a little bit stressful. Unfortunately, shoe game is like almost impossible to hit, if it feels like in here. Maybe 1 out of 16 cases have it. So really hard to hit. I wish I could show one. Fortunately, I am able to show one. We got a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the shoe game. This is the hardest, I think, to hit in these as far as your case hits go. Really cool card. Thinking about sending this one into grade just because they're so rare. If you get a pop, if you get a Gem Mint 10 out of these, then you're probably going to be one of the few, if not only ones that are around. So this is the shoe game, and this is really what you're trying to hit, or hoping to hit, just because of how rare they are. Okay, so that's basically what we're looking at as far as what you can hit out of here. So let's test my luck again and see what I can get out of this box here. I'm going to go ahead and break the seal. Adjust the camera again. Go ahead and shuffle these guys up just so Don't know what the order is. I don't think it really matters, but it's kind of fun to shuffle them up anyways. And I had a little bit of trouble opening these last time, so I'm going to pre-cut all these just to make my life a little bit easier as I'm going into this. This will be the last box of Photogenic I open, sadly, for this season. But as you can see, I've built up a really cool collection. These are just some of the cards I have that I'm showing on screen. I have a box full of this stuff right now. I am looking to sell some of the cards that I'm not going to keep. So if you're interested in any of the cards, you could definitely hit me up on the Discord that I mentioned earlier. That's High Society Trading Discord, and I'm going to leave a link, as I mentioned, in the show notes or in the notes on this video. So check it out for sure. All right, let's get to it. So I'll make sure that I'm opening these correctly, and we'll use a little cover paper here. Yep, that opens a lot easier. So a little bit of delay up front, and we'll go ahead and get straight into it. We've looked at these before, so I won't spend too much time on it. Jalen Brunson is one of my favorite images, though. So this looks like a pretty good superstar pack so far. Never mind. And looks like we have a base rookie of Devin Carter. We'll see if he's any good this year. The Kings are pretty bad. They finally had a good season with the Light the Beam season, and everybody got excited thinking they were going to do something, or at least their fans. And unfortunately, they've gone straight back down to... So this is going to be our auto, and I'm going to go ahead and sweat it. I'm just going to put it right here for the time being with Joel Embiid on top. And we'll come back to that one. I'm going to leave the auto for last. I just happen to see it on the back, so I'm going to make that our last pack that we open, and we'll just keep on moving to the next one. Jaren Jackson, Bobby Portis. Really hoping to get a parallel scrapbook. I still haven't hit a LeBron James parallel, so if I could pull that, I would be really happy. And this, it looks like it's going to be our first parallel. And it's Michael Porter Jr. So not a player that I was hoping for. He's been traded, no longer with the Nugs. Not a big fan of his. So we'll take, but not the hit I was hoping for so far. So let's keep it going. Move on to the next pack. Cameron Thomas, bam. Donovan Mitchell. Surprised Donovan Mitchell's cards don't sell for better. As good as he is, I guess he needs to win first. And then we have a With Authority of Giannis on the base with authority. So we have a couple of our base cards out. We have one rookie base, one insert base. Expecting a couple more rookies. We'll see what we get here. Jalen Duren. Lonzo Ball, Chumani Kamara, Clint Capella, and this is going to be a Stardust, Naz Reid. Naz Reid, great player. Happy he got paid this season. Of course, would prefer the Anthony Edwards, but we'll definitely take Naz Reid. Happy with that card. Okay, so we got two of our base parallels. Or our standard parallels. We'll keep it going. Oh, we got another parallel here. So we're going to have a run of rookies coming up. Jamal Murray. There we go. Steph, pretty cool picture. Steph there. Let's see, this looks like it's a Rookies in Motion insert out of 49. Who do we we got? Oh no, this is going to be Tyler Smith rookie parallel. Pretty cool photo. I don't know about the rookie himself, if he's going to be any good, but I do like the photo. So let me go ahead and sleeve that guy up real quick. Put it to the side. Move our base. Okay, so now going to be expecting a few base cards coming up here. Since we've run through quite a few of our parallels. So we'll go through this quickly. We got a Franz, Keegan Murray, Vucevic, Wendell Carter Jr., and this will be our rookie. That's a Keyshawn George on the base rookie. All right. We'll go to the next. Terry Rozier, Christian Braun, Jakob Poeltl, the legend card of Julius Erving. These are pretty hard to hit, actually, pretty rare compared to your standard base. So always happy to pull a good player on those. And then we have a Cam Christie on the base rookie. All right, so we have 2 more packs left to go before we get to our auto. I think we'll have 1 more base insert and then 1 more veteran parallel. We'll see. I would love to get a insert parallel, 1 more insert parallel. There's Nurkic. Looks like this is going to be our last rookie. Or no, we should have all our rookies. This is going to be a parallel. And so this is going to be out of 75. Nice. That's a good one. All right, we finally got a nice hit. So Jared McCain out of 75, 3 out of 75. Really like that card. Didn't have any of his base card parallels, so I am definitely excited about that one. Awesome. Just gonna go ahead and top load that guy real quick before I forget. I would say that's probably our best hit out of here so far. That one will head to the PC. Really like that card. Okay, last pack before we get to our auto. And so I don't expect a parallel out of this one, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Let's see. Oh, we went for it. This is a pretty cool card to get a base of. Tatum crying over his trophy. Then we got Jeremy Lin on the Legends. Pretty cool card to get. And we'll just go through the rest of these real quick. Ben Simmons, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, so all that's left now is to see this last parallel and auto. It looks like we might have a good one as far as the parallel goes. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the auto first. We'll go through the base. OG Anunoby, Amin Thompson. And this is our auto. Jada Pickett on the private signings. These are the ones you don't want to see. It's cool that they're on card, but this is from the previous year. And so we definitely missed on our auto here. So let's hope we hit on this insert parallel. So this is going to be a To the Rafters. And so I was saying that I didn't pull any of these, so now we have one. It's going to be Dirk Nowitzki To the Rafters. Pretty cool. Big fan of Dirk. Happy that I finally pulled one of these in a parallel. So I will not complain about this. I've definitely opened better packs with better autos, or better boxes with better autos, but not the worst box that you could get. So fun opening. Got some cool cards out of there. Jarrett McCain, probably my favorite card out of the bunch, followed by this Dirk. There's a couple other cool ones. Nothing too special though, unfortunately. All right. So with that said, I did want to offer the opportunity to win a couple of my favorite cards. So these base cards are my two favorite cards out of this set. If you're interested in getting one of these, go ahead and comment on this video and end your comment with either DW3 for the Dwayne Wade card or AI for the Allen Iverson card, and I will pick a winner in a coming YouTube short. Once I'll give it a week. We'll say a week from today. And so once I have a bunch of comments, I'll go ahead and spin a wheel or do a duck race or some kind of randomizer to see who's the winner of one of these cards. So if you're interested, go ahead and either say DW3 or AI at the end of your comment, and I'll send those out. Okay, thanks a lot for joining me again. Hope to do some more videos in the future. If you want to see more Photogenic or any other cards being ripped, I highly suggest to check out High Society Trading, and I'm going to leave a link to one of his videos right up here. Have a good one. Thanks.